Now, Ben, the only reason in the world that your ball would have a little bit of an overcut like that is right now, your shoulders are left of your feet. So go ahead and set up again. I want you to get another one in there. I'm gonna get you dead square and square, okay, buddy? This should immediately, you know, when people set up with their upper body a little bit open, which is very common with the driver. Why is this common with the driver? You're reaching more for that forward ball position with your right hand. The ball's up there. People address it like that. And we gotta get it more this way. All right, so stay there, yep. So here's square here, here's square here. Do you feel that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that'll help you turn it over, buddy.
So just back up the right shoulder a little bit?
Back up the right shoulder a little bit. You can even exaggerate a little bit more. There you go. And then there you go. Straightens them out immediately. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, it was literally like, okay, the swing before, he started on line, but it had, you know, about 15 yards of cut on it. The very next one started on line, stayed dead on line. That's simply because he wasn't preset open like that to where he's gonna cut across it. And hey, a great checkpoint when I'm not around, like I'm gonna open my shoulders on purpose here, okay, ready? Now watch, just rest the club right here and hang your hands. Uh-oh, see that? Yeah. Watch what happens if I'm square. You see that? Yeah. They'd match. Okay. That's a great little easy checkpoint, okay?
All right. I'll try that one here. What's one way that you like set up to the ball and you know that your stance is going to be square?
Okay, like yeah, great. It's a great question. Come over here, guys. Yeah, so this is a good question. Ben asked, you know, how do you guarantee that you're square? Now, here's the thing. Let's say we're hitting between the white flag and the green flag, okay? Now, one thing that stands out to my eye, I see these two dark shadows where the divots are. Do you see those? Yeah. Like the right side of this one and through the middle of that one. Like that's just what stands out to my eye. Now, here's the key. Straight line here, that's the right side of the train track. My feet are gonna be the left side of that train track, right? So when I walk in, one thing that I've always thought was incredibly important is getting the club face down first. So I'm looking at my line, I wanna get the club face down first. Now, once I do that, I'm setting my feet perpendicular to the club face, and I'm also seeing my line right there and just imagining my feet are running parallel to my line. Okay, so that's how I've always done it. Now, the club face also, I always hold the shaft very much perpendicular to me. I don't like seeing any forward press or anything. So it's easy for me to see perpendicular lines with my feet and the club. You know, I've always had a visual. I've had an alignment rod at my feet a lot when I used to practice. So I do imagine quite a bit. I see a line there. Now, I know people, when they put their feet down and don't have a line there, it's tough for them to visualize that. But I do imagine there's a line from tip of my toes to tip of my toes, and I put the club down. But I think the key for you is picking a spot, club face down first, and then addressing
just setting up square to that.
Exactly, because I think the mistake that most people make
is trying to get their feet down and then get the club to
it's the same thing in putting too. Okay. People make the mistake if they do this. You know what I mean? And then they're
and guess at it.
Exactly right. And here's the mistake a lot of people make. I see a lot more people aim right than I do left, just on the hole, hole. And here's why. They're looking at their spots, and their feet kind of get going to that spot as well as the golf club. They forget that that's
parallel to it. Okay.
Now, here's the thing. One thing I used to do, I always played a Pro V1, and let's pretend that the practice logo was that Pro V1 line. I always used to do this when I tee up.
Yeah, I don't know if I can line up my drives, but
I used to do it though. I used to do it. And you know what's funny? I did it for aim. And you know why else I did it? There's another reason. Back in the day, the Pro V1 used to have a hot spot. Yeah. And the hot spot used to be on that Pro V1 logo. So I was so used to putting that line in the seam of the golf ball on that line. I was just trying to get a couple extra yards. You know what I mean? I'm not a big guy. All right, Benny. You got it, bud. Hey, I love you, man.
Love you too. Thank you for having me.
Good stuff, bud. Yeah, so proud of you, buddy. Good lesson today. At Porzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.